All right, let's welcome in now Texas Congressman Mike McCaul. He is the lead Republican, the ranking member on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Great to see you, Congressman.
Yeah, thanks for having me, John.
All right, so, obviously there's never just one message when we see something like this, a demonstration by China. What do you think was their intended message by launching this hypersonic missile?
Well, I think it's a showing of strength when I think our country is showing a lot of weakness, particularly after Afghanistan. They are a threat to Taiwan. And these hypersonic missiles are frightening. And it caught our intelligence community off guard. We knew that they were building them, had them, but to actually launch one that could circle the globe and just come about 25 miles away from the intended target is a real threat to our national security. And the reason why is because they fly 5 times the speed of sound and at a low altitude. And they can run kind of circuitous paths where we don't have a defense system that can defend the United States from these type of weapons. And I think that's the biggest danger, particularly if they were launched from a submarine, off the coast of the United States. So they're getting ahead of the game. And I think what also is disturbing is a lot of this technology actually came from the United States, that they either stole or we had U.S. companies sell them the technology they have used to build these hypersonic missiles.
Yeah, it just brings up so many other questions about, other security concerns with Huawei and other Chinese technology. And in terms of things we should be concerned about from China, where does this rank? I mean, you think maybe the cyber warfare capabilities or something else might be more of an immediate threat. How do you see it?
I think from a weapons systems standpoint, these are the most dangerous, just because we have no way of defending or stopping them if fired at the United States. We're working on that, but this clearly shows that from a military standpoint and technology that China is no longer they're a superpower. Yeah, and we need to take it seriously, whether it's artificial intelligence, whether it's quantum computing, 5G, which is Huawei, to now these hypersonic weapons. They have a strong presence in the South China Sea. And we know President Xi, his goal is to restore imperial China. They're getting very provocative, and they're going to continue to test us, as I mentioned earlier, particularly after this unconditional surrender to the Taliban in Afghanistan. I think they view President Biden as a weak president, and they're going to test him.
The other thing, too, that we see, I just read this in the New York Times last week. I don't always read the New York Times, but I needed something for my pumpkin carving, and I noticed that they were reporting on the fact that China is suffering a wide-scale energy crisis right now. They can't build enough coal-fired power plants. They don't care about green energy. They want coal because they know it's the cheapest, perhaps the dirtiest, but they don't care. So, they're having an energy crisis in China. We hear about economic turbulence in the People's Republic as well. I don't think it's a coincidence that we see President Xi saber-rattling at the same time. This is part of his posturing as well, is it not?
Yeah, 100%. And they are the #1 worst polluter in the world. And they fire up these coal plants. Their Belt and Road Initiative, they go into developing nations. Believe it or not, getting money from the World Bank because the UN still has them listed as a developing nation, even though they're the second largest economy. And then they use this. They turn around a usurious interest rate to developing nations, rape their rare earth minerals and natural resources, and then typically take a port or a military base in the process. But they fire these coal plants all over. That's why any agreement on climate change, if it doesn't include China, it's worthless. Right. And that's been our position for a long time. And finally, I'm very worried. They've met with the Taliban in July. Their intent is to go into Afghanistan and get their rare earth minerals. And I really worry that they perhaps could take over Bagram Air Base, which would be such a disastrous result from this whole debacle.
We know they are going to take every opportunity. Colonel Oliver North telling John Catsimatidis on WABC over the weekend, quote, Xi Jinping is going to take advantage of every opportunity he can find to further push communist China to be the dominant world power and push America further aside. they have their predatory lending practice in place all over the world, even in this hemisphere. And something else I think that is concerning as well is we continue to see China cracking down on religion, something that you'd expect from a Marxist communist regime. They are taking the Quran and the Bible apps off China's Apple Store. We see them continue to crack down on popular culture, religion. These are not good signs if your superpower is ascending.
No, it's not. They're a godless communist country. The state has power over the individual. They oppress their own people. They don't have freedom. They're censored. They're committing genocide right now in the Xinjiang province against the Uyghur Muslim population, using slave labor to, guess what, to mine lithium that would go into these batteries, and solar panels, all coming out of the Xinjiang province, where they are committing genocide and have slave labor.
All very woke. They always love to call us out here for this stuff while they're doing that over there. We only have about a minute and a half left, and I didn't want to let you go, Congress, without talking to you about the border situation. That's another major national security issue. We know the Biden administration is going to reinstate the Trump-era Remain in Mexico policy next month. This is their way of admitting that they shouldn't have done away with it in the first place. But why are they waiting a whole additional month to reinstitute it?
Well, they say they're complying with the court order that said you have to reinstate it unless you can justify why you rescinded it. But then at the same time, we hear from the Department of Homeland Security that they're drafting a memo to file with the court to terminate MPP and justifying why they can do that. So they're all over the map on this. And meanwhile, you have a terror-run state now in Afghanistan. You got a wide open border. That is a huge national security risk and threat, in my judgment, given my experience. You got this caravan of tens of thousands that are in southern Mexico now saying they're prepared to go to war, and they're coming up right now to test the border. This administration has completely failed.
It's a failure, and it really doesn't make any sense, as you indicated here, knowing that this policy works, that it prevents people from coming here illegally, knowing that a judge has told the Biden administration they got to reinstitute it, why they would wait even longer to do so, boggles the mind. Congressman, we'll have to leave it there, though. I know you're trying to get answers to those questions as well, but you're getting stonewalled at every turn. We appreciate your time with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Anytime. All right, coming up, we are going to take a look at the latest on that ambush